Hey everyone, this is Tony. Welcome back. As you can see on the title slide there, I'm talking today about vitamins and supplements. This is a topic that comes up a lot in the various Facebook groups that I'm part of. And it seems to be a very common question among a lot of the newly sleeved and newly gastric bypass banded, whatever. But anyway, since this is my sleeve life, I'm of course concentrating on my sleevers. And shout out to all my sassy sleevers out there. This is part of the reason why I'm making the video. So, vitamins is something very important. We all have to do it. We all have to take them. And I certainly recommend that you follow whatever guidelines that your surgeon or your bariatric center has put forth for you. But today I'm just going to talk about some of the different things that I've done with vitamins. Throughout my journey, I've taken a lot of different kinds of vitamins. I think that like most of you, you start off with the bariatric chewables, and there are a number of companies out there who have vitamins available for us. And the first one that I am going to talk about today is the Bariatric Advantage. The center that I had my surgery at, they focus, or not they focus, they exclusively sell Bariatric Advantage products. So this is what I went home with when I had my surgery. And I started off with their chewables. I did like their chewables, and I probably did the Bariatric Advantage chewables for the first year or so that I was sleeved. You can see here they've got different flavors, berry, French vanilla, orange. So they were pretty good. One of the nice things about Bariatric Advantage is that they do have sample kits available. And as you can see here, there is a bypass kit, a band kit, and a gastric sleeve kit. And it's $9. You can order it. So if your particular surgeon is not offering Bariatric Advantage, you can always get a sample of the products that they have available. The other company that I used was Celebrate. I also took their multivitamin for a little bit of a while there. They had some soft chews for the calcium. They have a caramel. This one here, the caramel is pretty good, I have to tell you. I really did like that, and that's a fairly new product. But those caramel soft chews were pretty good. I did like those. And Celebrate also has a sample pack available here. And I seem to have lost it here on my screen. But there it is. Boom. Real big sample pack. The nice thing about that is that it's only $3, and then they give you a coupon for the $3 if you place an order. So essentially it's free. Building Blocks. Building Blocks is one of the other 4 big ones. I've tried some of their products. Mostly I tried their calcium and I tried their B12. They have a B12 spray that is sublingual. It's spearmint. Here it is on the screen. And it's pretty tasty. And I use that for probably a good year or so. In the last company I'm not very familiar with, but I was able to find some information on, is Bariatric Fusion. I believe they're smaller. I didn't see them at the WLSFA convention in Vegas last year, but I know they have been to some of the other conventions, like I believe they were at OAC. So they're an option also. So those are the four major players in bariatric vitamins, and like I said, I've had some experience with a little bit of all of them. Now the downside to some of the chewables is that I don't like the aftertaste, and that's been something that I don't like throughout the journey with vitamins, is the whole aftertaste thing. You know, in the morning you brush your teeth, then or you're taking your vitamin, and I drink coffee, so somewhere all within half an hour, 45 minutes, I'm having three totally opposite tastes in my mouth, and I didn't like it. The other problem with some of the bariatric vitamins, and this is for any of them, is that it can get kind of expensive. As you can see, some of those prices on those websites were not really cheap. So as an alternative, I did what most people do. I start looking for over-the-counter alternatives like gummy vitamins, or like here I have the Mega Men from GNC. I tried those for a while, and you can hear that this thing is almost full because it didn't work out real well. So now with gummy vitamins, it can be a little controversial, I guess. Some bariatric surgeons are really against them. Some say they're fine. I've heard of some people even taking Flintstones, and other people say that they're not very good. I did try the gummy route for a while. It didn't seem to give me the same feeling as the bariatric specific vitamins did. So I don't know if the particular brand that I tried was lacking in some sort of mineral or supplement, but it didn't work out quite as well as I would have liked it to. It's very cost effective, of course, but that didn't work out. Like I said, I also tried these GNC Mega Men, and you have to take two of these, and they're pretty big. I don't know if on camera you can really see how big they are, but I always felt, it sliding all the way through. Was sort of afraid they were going to get stuck, even though I'm really far out, and I know that they won't, but I just didn't like the comfort factor of taking a big pill. And again, it seems like my absorption was not that great, because again, I didn't feel as good as I did with the bariatric specific vitamins. Now, I also went for a period after I stopped taking the GNC vitamins, I just sort of stopped taking vitamins altogether. And I did that for about 2 months. I don't recommend doing that at all, because I really fell into not feeling well. I had a lot of fatigue, lack of concentration, just generally just not feeling good. So that made me start looking into more alternatives. I didn't really like the chewable experience. I didn't like the capsule and or gummy experience. So I decided to open up this package of liquid vitamins that I got when I went to the WLSFA convention in Vegas last May. Now, one of the benefits of attending any of these conventions, either WLSFA or OAC or Obesity Help or the American Bariatric Surgeons Association, I can't remember what it's called, attending any of these, most of the major vitamin companies are there, and they give out free samples. So as my friends who went to WLSFA last year will tell you, on the last day, they give out lots of free samples because they don't want to take that crap home. So I know quite a few people who came home with a suitcase full of vitamins, like a month's supply, a few months' supply. I slept in that morning, so I didn't get a month's supply. But anyway, so I got the WellS vitamins, the little sample pack, and it was just it's like a week's supply, and I really liked it. So I bought more. Here is the multivitamin that I take, and here's a little sample of the cup here. It's a small cup. Here is the calcium plus vitamin D3 that I take, and here's the little cup of that. And I really like it. And the thing that I like about the WellS is not only that it does make me feel good, but also I don't have the aftertaste problem. You can just shoot this back like a shot. Boom. Just sort of goes in. It's a citrusy kind of taste, and the flavor doesn't stay in your mouth very long. Same thing with the calcium and D3. Of course, since this is calcium, it's kind of creamy. Just a little bit of chalkiness. It's got a same kind of citrusy kind of flavor with it, so it, I guess if you can say it complements the multivitamin, I guess it does. So it complements the multivitamin, but it's not overly chalky like some of the other products that I've taken. So I've had good results with the WellS, and I plan on sticking with them for a while. One of my tips to you is to, if you're a Costco member, order it through Costco.com. They do have some WellS products, but they don't have these products that we need as bariatric patients in the store, but they do have them on Costco.com in 2-packs, and they're much cheaper than ordering it on the wellS.com website, and which I can show you here. This is the wellS.com website. Here's their name. Again, if you go to Costco, that's the best way to buy these. You get a month's supply for less cost than you're getting it directly from WellS. How they do it, I don't know, but it works out for me. Now, one of the other things that we all, on top of taking multivitamins and calcium and D3 and iron, sleepers, most of us have to take B12. I think I mentioned with the building blocks, I had taken their B12 before. Again, this was a spray that was available, and it was pretty good. But now I'm currently taking the WellS, not really for any particular reason. It's just I happened to get these, and I had some samples left over. This is also sublingual. It's a little dropper. You just put it under your tongue and let it sit there for 20 seconds. Now I did try this nasal B12. It's called Nascobal. I don't know if you can see that. I tried the Nascobal B12. I didn't care for it that much. You only take this once a week, where I take the sublingual a few times a week. You take this once a week, shoot it up in your nose. The weird thing is that it kind of makes your nose a little crusty. and you get red boogers. I'm not trying to be too graphic, but it's weird. And also, if you happen to blow your nose like a day after, it makes it seem like you have a nosebleed because it's red. I'm sure it works fine, but it was just, I don't know, it was just a little weird for me. So I don't take that anymore. So those are the vitamins that I do take currently and what's working well for me. Now, a supplement that I don't take all the time, and I don't know about how many people know about these. I don't often see people talk about it, but this right here is called papaya enzyme. I was introduced to these by the love of my life, the lovely Pam, who's in the background. Hi, Pam.
Hi, honey. Hi, everyone.
But these these help you when things get a little stuck. It's been a long time since I've overdone it, but every once in a while, if especially if I eat like a dense protein, eat a little bit too much, and it's just sort of sitting there, not to the fat, where I'm going to throw up or have it, come back on me, but where it's just a little uncomfortable, I can chew a couple of these, and this helps it kind of slide down and get comfortable. It works wonders. It really, really does. And again, this is papaya enzyme. It's good to have around, especially when you're newly sleeved, or maybe not newly sleeved, but a few months out, and you're still learning your stopping points, and you're trying to figure this whole thing out. This will help you get to a point where you can, if you overdo it, instead of having to sit with it for an hour until it digests a little bit more, this will help you get things more comfortable, let's just say. So anyway, we're at 18 minutes. We're a little long. Thank you for joining me this week. And as topics come along, and if I think I have something that I might be able to add to the community, I will. If you have any questions, shoot me a message. I'm also on Facebook, and also if you're a sleever, I'm in the Sassy Sleevers. I'm pretty active in that group on Facebook too. So thanks a lot for joining me. Have a great week. God bless. Take care.